Simplicity Studio shortens the software design cycle and reduces your time to market with its application builder, a graphical interface that works in harmony with Silicon Labs' application framework to make critical design choices up front. The Silicon Labs application builder, nicknamed AppBuilder, allows a developer to start a new project based on an existing framework of best practice application state machine code, developed and tested by Silicon Labs. This framework sits on top of your wireless networking stack to interface with the hardware abstraction layer, or HAL, and provide application layer functionality such as startup routines, mechanisms for finding, forming, or joining networks, high-level APIs for creating, parsing, and handling message payloads, configuration of the networking stack, command-line interfaces for control of the program, human-readable debug output tailored to the needs of the developer, and incorporation of customer-provided libraries and code modules. The AppBuilder tool is modular enough to accommodate different data sets for different versions of application protocols, so you can choose exactly the right version of application level specs when it really matters for interoperability. Within a given application layer, like Zigbee ZCL or Zigbee Cluster Library, you can pick from any of the defined device types to get the desired mixture of client and server functionality, or you can build your own custom device definition for any of the available client and server clusters. Device-wide stack-level settings like network node type and security method can easily be set via the pick list in AppBuilder, and all relevant code is automatically included, with all unnecessary code being automatically removed in the final output. And since many Silicon Labs wireless SoCs support dual network functionality, you can even use the Simplicity Studio application builder to configure two different networks on the same chip, such as Zigbee Pro and RF4CE. One of the things that makes AppBuilder so versatile as a starting point for applications is its callback interface, which allows user applications to be notified about important events or make decisions based on runtime state. Software designers can choose which callbacks appear in the user's callback C file, and the rest are safely defined as empty stubs within the framework until they are enabled. Callbacks are the places where custom application code can be added on top of Silicon Labs' existing framework to give that application unique behaviors and decide how it'll react. Within the callback implementations, developers can utilize the entire HAL and stack APIs, as well as a complete set of application framework-specific APIs that often provide high-level application wrappers around complex HAL or stack functionality. These APIs are documented in the Application Framework API Guide and can be found in use in existing sample code, and, like all of our application framework, full source code in C is provided to help understand the implementation of these APIs. There are over 200 callbacks to choose from, plus the application builder automatically provides a unique callback for every incoming message type supported by your device's application protocol, so you can handle each incoming command frame exactly to your liking. Thinking of adding proprietary extensions to a standard application protocol like ZCL, the Zigbee Cluster Library? AppBuilder has you covered. Just describe your own custom clusters, commands, attributes, and device types in an XML file that follows our schema. Tell AppBuilder about your XML file, and the next time you create or edit a configuration based on that stack, those manufacturer-specific enhancements will appear as clusters and attributes that you can enable, and callbacks will automatically be provided to handle any proprietary incoming commands that you declared in your XML data. AppBuilder will even create macros that you can use in your code to quickly craft outgoing messages in your proprietary format, allowing you to assemble a command frame and pass command arguments from the API to populate parameters of that command. Looking for a way to accelerate your development even more? Check out the Plugins tab in AppBuilder. There are over 100 plugins that each implement one or more callbacks on top of the application framework, providing a sophisticated state machine for complex features like message fragmentation, RF4CE device profiles, or external data flash storage for downloading firmware updates. Source code for all plugins is available, so even if you don't use the callback implementations that we provide, the code is there as a point of reference. Many plugins implement functionality for specific Zigbee ZCL clusters, such as level control, groups, or key establishment, so you can enable the plugin and in many cases get all the needed messaging required to pass Zigbee application layer compliance tests. Other plugins implement a software state machine and expect developers to integrate the hardware behavior into that state machine to get the device to physically react to changes in software state. After making selections for any portions of the application the developer wishes to customize, AppBuilder will generate a software project with customized header files and an array definition in C code to represent desired application behavior, and the resulting project can be built right from within Simplicity Studio's IDE to produce a binary that can be loaded onto the target wireless SoC. This project generation is specific to the stack version and the target chip where the configuration is done, but our application framework abstracts many of these differences within the APIs and state machines. So you can reuse AppBuilder configurations across different stack versions or chip platforms, making it much easier to transition from one version of a stack release to the next. With AppBuilder, you can build a software prototype with all the necessary over-the-air functionality for sending and parsing messages in just a few minutes, and with provided sample applications showing callback implementations for common usage scenarios like Zigbee Home Automation Light or Switch or a smart energy meter or display, you can have demo-ready sample code that illustrates how different related device types can interact with one another through a standard application layer.